There's no question to Mike Garcia that the firehouse will be imperative to his survival in the coming days, weeks, and months. Even if he doesn't fully settle into it, it's close enough to the city that he'll be making frequent enough visits. But time is of the essence. The shambling dead don't tire, eat, or sleep, and the longer Mike takes to do something, the more time they have to move in and prevent him from his tasks. So, as he opens his eyes and greets yet another day, he lays out a few of those tasks in his head. The first is to provide temporary safety within the firehouse. Barricade broken windows, identify points of entry, and make it safe enough to leave for a few days and return to the building without much damage having been done. At the very least, a secondary safe house for him to escape to. The other task is much more personal: to get better with his hands. He's a strong, brutish man, but his life was filled with felling trees, not shaping them. Carpentry is not his forte, but it's going to be necessary the longer he survives. So, he believes it's time to find a few books. We have quite the day ahead of us, though I feel like we say that every single time. But we do. We have quite a lot of stuff to take care of today. And one of the big things is putting the saw that we found, that we finally got, to good use. I'm so excited we got the saw. We'll make sure this is in our main inventory. And this is going to allow us to really kind of enjoy and explore construction just a little bit more than you normally would. Mostly because we wouldn't be able to break down a chair like this without a saw. We have a 17% chance of success, which is not a big deal. It's kind of bad. But the further we get our construction up, the better. Our carpentry is going to be we're going to be trying to level here, even just by breaking everything down. But before we worry about any of that, before we get into our day's, trials and tribulations, let's do our usual exploration. It's raining out, which is not a big problem, but it just means that the zombies might be a bit more active. So Mike needs to ensure, that he can clean things up. So we've got 3 over here, and I think ideally I'd like to just try and take care of them if I can. Oh no, I got a sneeze coming. Let's see if pushing back up works as well as I'd like it to. That's something. It's a tactic I really haven't employed, is pushing. I really want her to die. Come on. Man, she is a tough cookie. If we can clear these out, we can actually start playing around with this. Now, if you are of the director tier and above on Patreon, there is a poll. It's still going. We're not going to close out the poll until the next, there we go. Just take out you, and then you. I'm not going to close out the poll until the beginning of next week, so Monday will be the last day of the polls. So if you're of the director tier and above, go check it out. It has an interesting question that I posit about this series that I'd like some answers on. All right, let's actually clean up some corpses here. Movement speed highly reduced. Now, it used to be that if you carried something this heavy, that you'd risk injuring yourself. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Actually, you know what we need to do? Unequip this. We should throw this on our back. And then the school bag can be our secondary. I kind of want to clean up the yard a bit. So let's back this up. A little bit of house cleanup can go a long way. We've got a few more corpses in the back also. But I'm going to take out the zombie over here first. Hopefully she's alone. I hear you, by the way, on the complaints of the clicking of the keyboard. I realize that the mechanical keyboard noises are very, very loud. People are telling me to switch my keys. I will be attempting to purchase a new keyboard in the coming month or two that is not as loud. This is just, I used to have a better one that was much, much more quiet, but it was also, was it 20? No, it was closer to like 15 years old. So I ended up, you know, it ended up being glitchy. The wire had been frayed a bit in some areas due to having a cat that liked to chew on it back in the day. Definitely was one that needed to be replaced, and I've always wanted a mechanical. I didn't realize it was going to be this noisy. So I am endeavoring to replace that, I promise you, but it's going to take a little bit. I need to invest in that first, and there's other things that I need to invest in for the channel first to make these series pop, other than just a keyboard for right now. But I promise it's coming. All right. I need to fill up this water bottle. Let's drink, and we're good. Okay. Now let's start disassembling. And this is going to take a lot of time. This might even be a lot of our character's day here. But let's take down the chairs first, and then we'll spend experience on the. We'll hold off on spending experience until the table. Hopefully this doesn't injure our saw. Oop. Didn't work. There we go. Let's see how our skill points look now. Not great. Let's, actually, now that I think about it, do I have a carpentry book? First aid, which obviously might be good. We should probably be reading a lot more of these. Trapping for beginners, expert farming. No carpentry book, but the first aid for beginners is going to be something we're going to want to read, I think, before bed every night. So let's actually go ahead and grab that. All right, and let's keep breaking down chairs. We're not succeeding in any of it. There was a what? 15% chance on successfully knocking this one out. We're getting nails, but we're not getting anything else. I hope it's not causing too much noise. We'll peep out real quick momentarily to make sure. What the hell? You heard that door open, right? I definitely heard what sounded like a door opening. Yeah. It sounded like that. Why? Huh. That was very weird. I wonder if it was just like a stock sound effect. All right, we're fine. Unless there's like a weird ghost in the house, but we're fine. A little concerned, sure, but nothing Mike can't handle here. Let's eat a banana. Awesome. Now, if we were to disassemble this, it's another 15% chance, but I'm gonna take it down. And if we ever have a zombie in here, we actually got a plank. If we ever have zombies in here, I want to ensure that we are at least have some space to fight if we need it. Ideally. Let's throw another barricade on this one. And I really want to throw another one on the broken window. There we go. Okay, perfect. I still want to keep kind of upgrading here, but I do also want to go back to 10 o'clock in the morning. We have plenty of time, I think. I'd like to go back to the fire station, or maybe even the police station. I still would love to find an axe if I could get one. The herbalist, I didn't realize, I have books here. Nothing great, but let's go ahead and dump them over here. Shouldn't be sprinting. And it's just a bad habit. Okay, we're good. I should also be checking this when I can. Wish I could disassemble this door. Mainly because, obviously, there's zombies that could get in there. Maybe they get distracted or caught off guard, and all of a sudden, we have a buddy sitting in our garage, which is going to be, obviously, problematic for us. But we're still good. We're still okay. Let's see. Give me the Rosewood map for a minute. So, the firehouse is there, and directly across the street is the police station. I think that's what we're going to try and hit. We want to hit both. The firehouse, I feel like we've explored all of it, but it's possible that I'm missing some. And I'm going to do another quick read of it while I'm going down here. Just follow the road, Mathis. Follow it all the way. If we can't get an axe, it's not a big deal. I'm hoping that in the police station we'll end up finding some firearms that we can kind of stack up. We have enough firearms on us that if we do find firearms in the police station, I think we're going to end up moving them over to the fire station. Because I think the fire station, even if we don't make it our main base, will end up being a secondary safe house in some fashion. I'd like to at least start boarding it up. On the off chance we do decide to move in fully because it is closer to the city and not as far away, and we've really kind of hit most of these houses that we want to, and the ones that we haven't are close enough to the firehouse that we could hit them and stock up on food and bring it back to the firehouse, no problem. We might even spend a few days making sure that the firehouse is a serviceable secondary safe house. The thing that Mike Garcia consistently wants to pay attention to is preparation. Everything and anything can go wrong quickly and usually will. Once something goes wrong, you have within in-game hours to react before things are unmanageable. And as long as we have a place that we can get to, I'd like to make that happen. Ideally as well is I'd love to get the car up and running, because if we need to have the car to drive us further away, the sooner we can get that gassed up, the better. So I think our two big goals currently are maybe securing this place a little bit more than it already is, and getting a car in working order. We have a couple of cars over here that we might be able to... I haven't really tried going through busted down cars before, so I imagine there might be something cool in these, or at least there's some inventory we can maybe explore. I think. No. Mechanics is just a burnt out Masterson Horizon. How about the one that... Okay, so if it's not burnt out, we might be able to do something with it. There's a wrench. I'll take it. I'm not quite sure what a wrench will do other than probably be useful. We can't get in there. I really want to kill him off as well, but let's come over here first. Locked. All right. We'll pop him. I want to check the sides. There's some busted windows. They could easily make their way in. And I want to make sure that they did not. Come on. Man. There we go. Ooh, the police station is literally, like, very, very close. I wonder if there was a police station that's went on. Okay, we've got at least 3, and God knows how many more inside. We should board up those windows. If we can get into the fire station and we can find some planks or get ourselves some planks, we should definitely try and board up the gym area. It'll be a real tell if the door is busted. It's not. Come on. Another Riverside map. We'll take it. Okay. Remove broken glass. Gotta be careful not to climb through window, because I will do that accidentally. Good, good, good. Let's swing around back. And let's check these 2 busted windows as well. We have a zombie over here. And this is the kind of methodical play that I was lacking when I was playing Joy. Something that had to kind of come back. The rust had to come off. And I'm sure I'm not playing ideal still. There's still a lot of improvement to be had. But it's certainly going a lot better. 2? Really? Do a quick sprint just to get his attention. Come on. Perfect. Good. Good stuff. Clean. And it keeps us safe. Probably gonna go in through the front door. I wish the music would relax a little bit. We'll clean up the first floor. I should keep all the doors shut. That way I know if zombies have made their way in and have got themselves locked in. We also want to make sure these are boarded up at some point. This is going to be very difficult for us to really make 100% safe, to the point where it might be better off for us to take areas like this. Once it's board up this door and never go through it again. Just make it something that they have to really fight through to get into. Container is not empty. Well, we can take this out. Let's break this down. It's certainly working. I saw movement. Was it just fog? Definitely saw like what felt like figures, but all right. 2 planks. I think the windows in the other area are where we want to spend them first. Ooh, or actually windows in the garage. Ooh, which one do I want to do? I feel like they could easily pile in here quicker. So let's start barricading these windows up first. Propane torch and a welding mask to take down anything metallic. Makes sense. I'll take the nail. Let's keep moving. I do want to get a quick scout on the police room too at some point. I'd love to know what we're looking at there. Also, let's close this window. I didn't realize it was open. Is there another way out of here? No. So let's be careful. Oh no, there's a window here. More nails. Skills. About halfway there. Okay, we got one. That'll take up the last open window in that other room. Okay, we actually got a couple more planks. So we can actually hit one of the other windows as well. I'm just trying to get a base setup here. I also really do need, come on. There we go. Food. This is what I was trying to say. Can I get water out of this? I can. Let's get our drink on. A lot of nails, but we'll leave those for now. I know we're bored. He's very bored. That's something that she's just gonna have to manage. Okay, some very basic barricading in this room for now. Let's swing across, and then we'll go to the second floor. Be careful, because who knows, somebody could have wandered up there in the day that I've been gone, and then maybe grab some food if we're lucky. Good stuff. I really want to put sheets up there too. Let's just keep doors shut so I know. All right, refrigerator, please. We got plenty more work to do today while we're here. Let's actually take the salmon and cook it. while we have electricity. Okay, it's burning now, so we can turn it off. We can take the salmon, and we can eat it. Hopefully that'll be real good for us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We ate the whole thing. We were super hungry. Now we're looking damn good. I guess the plastic table we can disassemble? It gives us wood, weirdly. Starting to get tired. We're probably going to spend the night here. Good, another plank for that last chair. Now if we can get extra planks, we can start really double barricading some of the other areas. But that's all right. We're not creating a ton of noise, and luckily we cleared most of the zombies out before. So they're not much to hear us. Okay, good, good, good. Let's head downstairs. Let's get the one that's not barricaded yet. Barricaded. Okay. Let's start double barricading the bigger ones. The reason I'm prioritizing these in the same way Mike Garcia thinks, obviously, is that these three right next to each other just immediately mean zombies can start pouring in, and I'd rather not deal with that. So we're going to go ahead and take care of it while we can. I can't disassemble the workout area. Oh. The human hamster wheel is what they call this? Alright. I'd still like more planks. We're very close to our first point in carpentry, so I think I'm going to really focus on getting that ticked over first. Taking down the something else, I guess. There we go. Pop a point in, and now we have our level 2. No unusable wood, unfortunately, but let's see if we can find something. Can I actually climb up this? Probably not, huh? No. Nothing in here. I need a screwdriver to disassemble a door. Disagree, just smash it. You'll be fine. Alright, nothing in there. Maybe the kitchen. We're actually still under a decent load here. That's why. Is there anything in here that I can just quickly empty? I just want to see what the disassemble would look like. Just gonna move everything over to one container real quick. Okay. 27% chance. That's not bad. That's a 10% increase, which is pretty significant. All right. Well, I do want to do a quick scout on the police station next door. So let's peep it. Before we worry about sleeping. Yeah, looks like the noise we were creating by breaking things down was minimal. I mean, I'm sure it echoed out pretty decently, but the only ones who would have heard it we cleared out first. And them banging on doors isn't going to attract more because they're dead. That's why it's always important to do that. Don't sprint. We're getting tired. My awareness is reduced, which is a little worrying, but our cone of vision is still pretty good. Here's the police station. 3 busted windows, 4 busted windows, 2 zombies in the yard. Alright, this place is absolutely run. Completely over... Has been, at the very least, overrun at some point. Looks like maybe... Maybe, just maybe... Yeah, they're coming through. They heard that. Let's back up. I don't mind doing at least some initial clearing. Especially if one of them is going to be stuck trying to break the door down. It'll make it easier for us to scout the next day. Yep, there's one in the other room over there. And she is not falling. There we go. Good stuff. A key, I'll take it. One in the office. I'm excited. The animation update's gonna bring like specific uniformed zombies and stuff for like police offices and stuff. Also and stuff. Nothing, huh? Alright. I'd really, really like to kill off both of them. Ooh, she's dead. Muldrow map, I'll take that. I don't think I have one of those yet. There's definitely at least another one somewhere. Come on, man, you gotta go down. Alright. Remove broken glass. Remove broken glass. Remove broken glass. Cleaning this all up because you need to make sure you are covered if you need to dip in and out of an area. And I don't want to risk having deep cuts that will risk an infection. We've got good food in here. Drink up. Sheet of paper. Busy, busy police officers, just like real life. It's a joke. It's a joke, in case I have any law enforcement officials that watch me. God, I hope not. All right. I don't know. I feel like removing broken glass is a smart decision, but there is a chance that the broken glass does do some damage to zombies as they climb through it, but it's not enough. I don't think it would be enough for it to be sustainable. They're undead. They don't care if they got freaking cuts and all that other nonsense. So I need to make sure. Okay. Let's go out. That I am giving myself the strongest chance of surviving that I can. I don't know if this does anything, but I want to know. I gotta find out. Nothing. I can disassemble it. Ooh, there's another zombie on the other side of that door. I saw a peek. There are two zombies on the other side of that door. Scared the hell out of me. Come on. We gotta head back. I think exploring at this point is just purely selfish. Especially with how tired our character is. Mike Garcia needs to sleep. He's not having the ability to stay awake as easily right now. And it is certainly hindering his vision. When you get dozed and you get a little sleepy, you start to doze off and you're not fully paying attention. Ever try and drive while incredibly tired? It's a nightmare. Don't ever do it. It's so hard. Look at our cone of vision now. We really, really don't have much awareness. All right. For now, we stay in here. Just for the night. This might be the last session I do as just a daily thing. I think from here on out, unless something, you know, obviously big happens, I think most recording sessions are going to be multiple days now. That means Dean's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have to edit out a lot of stuff. But there's nothing quite as intense as the first few days of Zomboid. But once you get through that and you can establish a pattern, then the true work and preparation begins. That's when we separate those who want to live from those who want to run around gung-ho. But Mike Garcia lives another day. Color me slightly surprised. He certainly expected much more resistance than he received. Mike is not complaining as he nails yet another board into an empty, broken window. But he certainly expected more. Remembering the distant alarm from the day prior, he can't help but wonder if that drew all of the walkers away. Even the police station had what only seemed like straggling undead, some of them going down in just a single blow. A sigh of relief escapes his lips as he finishes the last boarded window for the night, the sun long gone and his vision hindered from a mix of a night sky and his own exhaustion. Maybe securing this firehouse won't be so hard after all. Yeah, he could get used to this place.